What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Greedo's Gold Mine, where the heart is the gold, you are the stars, and hopefully together we all enjoy this journey so far. Today, we're going to cook together one of the easiest American classics available. What am I talking about? Well, this one's actually probably more for my viewers from around the world, honestly, because I'm pretty sure every American has seen this in the grocery store and had this at some point in time, probably. If not, highly recommended. What is it? 2 ingredients: pounded ground beef, hey, look at that, I can juggle somewhat, Manwich gold, or bold, gold, I was gonna say gold, Manwich bold. It's basically a barbecue sauce for beef, and a couple brioche buns, and we're gonna make sloppy joes, is what they're called. So basically we're just gonna start by, where are those scissors? There we go. One of the most bumbly kitchens in the world too, what do you know? We're gonna start heating our pan up. We're not gonna use the cast iron skillet for this because I really don't want to clean sloppy joe sauce out of that thing. But we are gonna cut open the beef here. Get that entire pound out into the pan. All right. And now, first things first, we're gonna fully cook this. So we're gonna need to make sure it's nice and ground up in the pan. As it heats up, it'll get easier to grind. And this recipe allows us to use our ground beef before it goes bad in a way that I haven't done in a while. I've done a lot of burgers, as you've noticed, and a lot of different types of sandwiches, but we've never gone the route of sloppy joe yet. So, like I said, for those out there who aren't aware, sloppy joes are some good American cooking, and one of the easiest things you can make in the planet, being that really all you have to do is cook some ground beef and add some sauce. The flavor comes entirely from the sauce and the beef, so. All right, there we go. We got that nice, starting to grind up. Because you want that beef nice and ground up so that you can get all that sauce in there. Try to make a nice even coating of the beef too across your entire pan so it cooks nice and even as you continue chopping it with your spatula. Like I said, you want that ground beef firmly or finely ground as much as possible in there. Some people drain the ground beef at the end too. Personally, I leave the grease in it. I think it gives extra flavor. This beef is smelling really good as we cook it up. So. All right, let's let that cook for a minute. And while we do that, I'm gonna get the can of manwich open ahead of time. So this is one of those things in America you're gonna need a can opener for, especially. Everyone knows how this goes. Some of them will have pop tops, but manwich has kept the need a can opener seal for all this time. So I can appreciate that from a classic perspective. Uh-oh, yeah, got it all on. And so as you'll see here, manwich is basically a tomato-based sauce. Wash our hands off. Let's give this beef a little stir. Check the status on that beef together real quick too. So we're getting there. Maybe a couple more stirs through and it'll be ready to put the manwich into. Just making sure any of those larger chunks of ground beef at this point as it cooks through are fully broken up so that we can add our manwich appropriately. I'll let our beef go for a couple more minutes at this point, but in general, it's pretty much there. So we'll give that just a minute. It basically takes us 10 minutes to cook up some beef, basically. And once that's ready, you just add your manwich and your meal's ready to go. It's really that easy. So simple things over here in Greedo's Gold Mine Kitchen, but those simple things go a long way in saving time, energy, and keeping us alive. So. Yep, manwich tastes good, even without being cooked. A little bit of a barbecue sauce, tomato taste feel to it. Somewhere in between. All right, folks. Once I hit the 10-minute mark on my clock, which I'm watching as I film this, we're putting the manwich in and finishing this up. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Palms away, as they say. also got the lid in there. Oops. So, basically, that's what it looks like when you pour it in, and we're just gonna mix that all up. And that, my friends, is all you gotta do here. Mix it really well so that that entire bit of all the beef that you got in there is nice and tomatoey, full of the sauce. We're going to let a little bit of it cook off just so that it thickens a little bit, and that's pretty much all we got to do. Kind of like doing Spanish rice in that respect at this point, just with ground beef and a different sauce. So, I'll leave that there. Let that evaporate off for a few minutes and thicken. And we're gonna have some good eating. And another thing these are good for, and not just for sandwiches, but it's a really good chip dip as well. I love potato chips with sloppy Joe meat and sauce, honestly. So, all right, a little more thickening. You can really smell the tomato and the barbecue in it as you cook it. It smells amazing. It's beef, so anyone out there can eat it, except for my Hindu viewers. So you can also do this with ground pork or turkey also as well, just in case you can't eat beef. But you know, really any ground meat works for this. I've had turkey sloppy joes before for sure, and they actually turned out pretty good. I prefer beef, of course, but all right, so we've been cooking this for about 13 minutes. I'm gonna give it one more minute on the clock, and then dinner is served. So, Seamus came to join us. What do you know? He says, it smells like food. He loves when I give him a pet with my socks on. It's the funniest thing in the world. I got these nice Bombas like socks to keep me warm, and he always rubs up against them. It's the silliest thing on the planet, but that's Seamus the cat for you. Cats will be cats, as they say. He's smelling dinner, and he wants his fix too of kitty food, so. All right, so what do we got? Let us see together. So this is pretty much what it looks like when it's done. It's really hot and steamy. You have a nice tomato sauce barbecue going on in there, and really well ground beef so that we can put them on our brioche. So let's do that. First, I'm gonna grab one of the 3 plates I have left. Yes, that's right, people. I only have 3 plates because I somehow broke or lost all of them over time. I don't know how that happens. But it's a thing here at Greedo's Gold Mine Kitchen. So we're gonna have 2 of these things. So last 2 breads. No, Seamus, that's plastic. Don't eat that, my friend. For this, I'm gonna need a proper serving spoon so that we can get a nice helping of sloppy joe on each of these. And tomorrow I'll use the leftover meat, as I said, for some form of chip and dip. Hold on, Seamus, we'll get you too. After we try this for everybody to view. It's not even your dinner time, Kat. It's 6 p.m. when you eat usually. We'll have early dinner today, don't worry. All right, everyone. Sloppy Joes. Let us reset our camera a little bit over here and check these out. So, what do you got here? Well, you have 2 Sloppy Joes on brioche. So if you want to see what the meat looks like, kind of got it there. These things look really hot and fresh. Kind of see the cross section of them. You can put as much meat in there as you wish. There's the other cross section. That's a good sandwich. A manwich, as they call it in America. I don't know why. Everyone eats them, but that's the brand, so probably why, but it's really delicious. So for everyone out there, if you can get your hands on this and you like easy meals, it's actually still really good. For everyone out there around the world who's never seen this, hopefully you enjoyed this and learned a little bit about weird American culinary traditions of easy cooking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share for more of these, and wherever you are out there, hope you're having a good one. I'm gonna get to eating these now, so see you on the live later, folks.